Welcome everybody to another episode of Car Chronicles Reviews with the Lesser Stealthy Ninja.
Yep.
I'm Scooter Ray, aka Scooter Luke. To my right, Run Your Miss. Shout out to the third ninja, Cosmo Boss, getting over the cordyceps.
Good.
You know what I'm saying? If you know what the cordyceps, if you know, you
Yeah.
know. But he's getting over it. Um, Orion and I are here to talk about Amazon's newest big budgeted movie,
Yes.
Shotgun Wedding, starring Jennifer Lopez and Josh Duhamel. Um, Out the gate, I didn't know nothing about this movie till about 2, 3 weeks before it came out.
Really? I did.
I
I had
didn't know anything about this movie till like 2, 3 weeks before it dropped.
I saw the preview and I was like, Josh
Mm,
Duhamel, I'm in.
yeah, I didn't know anything about this movie. Like literally, I want to say the first time I saw it, it was either on a random YouTube ad or maybe even a TV ad, and I was like, hmm, okay. But the premise of the movie is Josh Duhamel, J Lo are getting married on an island, and pirates crash the wedding, and it's a whole bunch of shenanigans
Tom
in
Fuller.
between,
Yes.
and But in order for us to truly talk about it, CCR style, we'll be diving into some spoilers.
Yes.
So we'll give you a clear indicator when the spoilers come, but we'll let you know. Um, but yeah, so since you said how long you knew about the movie?
Months. I can't remember if I
Right.
actually saw it in the theater preview or if I saw it on TV preview, but I had seen
Hmm.
it months ago. And I was like, oh, I'm in. And I was like, oh, Jennifer Lopez. Yes.
Like I said, literally about like 2, 3 weeks, maybe a month,
Nah,
maybe a month. But I did not know this movie existed until then.
long.
Um, Going into it, looking at the trailer, looking at the previews. So I will be honest, I'm not the biggest Jennifer Lopez fan. Yeah, I know, whatever. Um, but it's those type of movies I tend to like to watch
Mhm.
because it's in that same vein of your Tucker and Dale's or your um I had other examples that literally
Just
slipped my
left.
mind.
Yep.
Where, the unlikely heroes type of movie and things like that. And, of course, seeing that rated R slapped on it, it was like, oh, so we might get some interesting things, So, but overall speaking, I didn't mind the movie. It wasn't one of the best movies I've seen personally, and it wasn't one of the worst. Um, it's worth watching, especially if you got Amazon Prime. I mean, if you got Prime and you know you chilling on the day with nothing to do, don't throw it on. Like it's interesting to watch. What you think of the movie?
I loved it. I thought it
Okay.
was funny. I love weird rom-coms. I realized because I used to be like,
Yeah.
I don't like rom-coms. And then I started to
Uh,
realize those odd ones,
mhm.
the weird, like random rom-coms that you're just like, what movie is this? I love those.
Okay.
So give me, a woman who has a bad attitude and a guy who she meets or something like that. Like I'm here for it. I'm like this. And all the weird shit happens. I love
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. Bring it to me. So for me, number one, Pretty Couple.
Yes. I
Start
will
with
say that. Yes.
yeah,
They actually do look like they could be a couple for real.
right. Beautiful people. So I'm already in. And
Yeah.
then you look at some of the characters, some of the people that play different characters, and I'm like, hell yeah, Stifler's
I would
mom.
say, yeah, you had Cheech Marin as J Lo's dad.
Yep.
Pardon me, I don't remember the actress who played her mom. You had Jennifer Coolidge. I mean,
Girl.
we know her history.
Yeah.
You had
Love
Jennifer Coolidge as his as Josh Duhamel's mom. Pardon me, I don't remember the actor who played his dad.
it. Mm.
You had Lenny Kravitz.
Who looks
Uh,
great still.
Lenny Kravitz is a vampire.
He has to be. He has to be. I'm looking at this man like, how
You
old are
50 something.
you? Yeah.
Matter of
Like,
fact, I'm about to be exact. Go ahead. Go ahead
like,
and find over Lenny.
uh, like, oh, when he stepped off the plane, I was like, really, Lenny? Looking
That
good.
man is a whole 58 in these streets.
Not looking like he all of 40 years old. Maybe. You could give him a good 38.
He would be 59 this year.
Like, that man looks amazing.
I mean, but yeah, so I know, yeah, we had to have a little section of Lenny Kravitz. Sorry. You know what I'm
Gotta give
saying? We
props.
gotta admire who you admire. Um, but well, I guess right about now we'll start going into the spoiler territory. So basically, Josh Duhamel, J Lo, they get married on this island. You find out that they're funding the wedding themselves. That they're trying to cut costs, do everything themselves and everything, and you can kind of see the tension a little bit. Uh, but once again, they're trying to make it work, and then of course we start to meet the parents.
And I might add, this is yet another film about an interracial relationship.
And that too, you're right, because watch our
Hispanic,
other CCR, whatever
yeah,
one you watch first. You either
yes,
watch You People first or you watch Shotgun Wedding first, but
right,
whatever one. Now, I will say with this movie in particular, they did a great job with not letting that be an issue.
right.
Because I mean, yeah,
And
you knew J Lo Spanish, Josh Duhamel white. They didn't. It wasn't no. Oh well,
that wasn't
Spanish
the
people
purpose
do
of
this or
it. Yeah.
white people do this. It was.
But can I secretly say that I am in love and infatuated with the fact that the Hispanic family is the one that was rich and
Yes,
not the white
yes,
family?
yes.
Like, I
Because
like that. I like that.
because apparently Cheech Marin had money,
Long money.
Because he was like, I was gonna pay for the wedding, but it was like, no, we wanted to do it on our own.
Love
And
it.
then, you know, hilarity, because you could kind of say hilarity and disrespectfulness ensued when they was having their rehearsal dinner, and Cheech Marin was like, "Oh, here he is now. This motherfucker, yeah, I'm cursing. He flies in J Lo's ex fiance, saying, and he shows up in a helicopter
Just
and outsteps Lenny Kravitz, and it's like, well, because once again, since I didn't know about this movie, I didn't even know he was in it. I told you. I didn't know. I didn't even know he was in it. So when I seen him, well, one seeing his name in the credits, but then when I see him step out the helicopter, I was like, oh, he plays the ex. He's stepping out there, got the jacket over the pecs, ain't got no shirt underneath, and
looking
got the
great.
dreads just dreading, and it's like, you 58, my dude.
58 where?
Like you a whole 58 in these streets, my dude.
Looking like he got plenty rest in his life.
Right?
Like,
Right? And then of course, he's and he's the typical ex who's this super accomplished. How could you leave him? Super charming, lovable, and it's like Josh Duhamel, like, oh well, fuck me then.
right, right. He
And
just
to give more backstory, he's a baseball player who hadn't made it to the major leagues yet. So of course they took a few shots at that, like the age you are, my guy, I don't think you're gonna make it. you know,
bless his
but
heart.
but yeah, so and then the day of the wedding, like I said, they was having some issues, some cold feet was kind of happening and things like that. And then that's when the pirates come. And I thought it was a weird tactic to put them all in the pool.
No, because
I mean, I
look,
know because the phones and everything,
no,
but
you got to think like a pirate. Like, if you're on land, somebody can break and run. You're in
true,
the pool, you can't go fast.
True.
So the person that's like holding you hostage, they can move faster than you can.
And you know, I'm not gonna lie. I honestly thought it was gonna be one of them movies because when Lenny was like, "I'm not gonna let nothing happen to y'all," and they was like, "Oh, so you gonna be the hero?" I thought he was about to get down right then and there.
I did too. I was like, man. But the thing is, Lenny Kravitz rarely plays a role like this in
True.
movies. Like it's
True.
normal. I thought he was just gonna be like a wedding singer or something when I saw his
Yeah.
name. I didn't know that he was gonna play such an extensive role, and we're not gonna spoil it, but he plays an extensive role. And I was like, okay, come
Yeah.
on,
Yeah. And then, you know, and from that, so all of the guests are in the pool, but DeMille and Lopez are off because they're having issues. And then that's when DeMille peeps that, oh shit, something ain't right. And then, like I said, the the action, comedy, romance ensues from there.
listen, this is the only spoiler I'm gonna say. I think the fact that she has a phobia of blood.
Yes, and it's not so much a spoiler because you don't know when it's gonna come.
Ooh, when I tell you I was in tears, J Lo did a good job. She did a good
Um, uh, I love the fact that so the thing is with DeMille, he really plays that clueless, not clueless kind of role well
yeah,
because it was like we're trying to survive a situation and like one of the funny parts that they had a grenade. He was like, "Hey, remember that time you had that giant spider on you, and I told you not to freak out, and you freaked out?" She's like, "Okay, well, why are you telling me this?"
she was like, "Do I have a spider on me?"
I'm like, "No, but the grenade you have in your hand does not have a hand."
And she's like,
She was like, "No, no, no, no. As long as you keep holding on, everything will be fine." And boy, she had a death grip.
"Listen, my hand would have been dead. I would have probably dropped the grenade because my hand would be asleep because I was holding it so tight." Like,
The way she had a death grip on that grenade.
love it. And he,
Now, one little twist or one little revelation we will spoil a little bit was you find out why that island was chosen.
right.
You find out why that island was chosen and why they had such a cheap rate.
That's
I don't want to fully I don't want to fully spoil that, but you find out why they got such a cheap rate. It's such a beautiful island resort.
right. And this is gonna sound mean, maybe. I don't know. But like the fact that Josh DeMille, number one, was making the centerpieces himself.
Yes,
He's kind of this dorky, kind of nerdy, but he's super hot.
yes,
Normally, it's like you get a Napoleon Dynamite looking dude,
true.
and you're just like, how he get her though? Like, how did this happen? But you have somebody who's super hot, but he's just kind of a dork, and
Yes, he was very dorky.
he's not like a for real hero. He's just not. That's just not who
Neither
he.
one of them. Neither
Nah,
one of them were for real heroes. Like it wasn't like, you know, one of them was like a secret CIA agent or a
right?
secret military. No, neither
Nope,
one of them were not heroes
not at all. Goofy,
at
weird.
all.
And I don't know, I just really like that aspect of it, because it wasn't,
Hmm.
I didn't want Josh Duhamel to just bust out like he's in Transformers, like no,
Right?
no, no, or GI Joe man. I want him to be lame. It's
Yes,
okay to be lame, and you don't always execute stuff correctly, and you make mistakes because to me it felt more organic with it
yes,
because
it did.
if two people, regular people, nobody have no military training or nothing like that, end up in a situation like that, it's not gonna be all cute and oh, this is what you do, da da da. This is how you survive. Eat these ants. We gonna live like this. We gonna drape ourselves in leaves to hide in the bushes.
Right?
Regular people don't think like that.
We gonna sneak up stealthily and ha ha ha. You know, he in his tuxedo, she in a wedding dress.
Right. A soulful wedding dress.
You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm gonna tell you this from a standpoint of the movie, being either being in the male's shoes, half of that movie wouldn't have happened. My body ain't built to be as aerodynamic
Nope.
esque. And once again, it wasn't like, they were these superheroes in secret. Nah, it was some things they went through, and it was like, nah,
No.
half that movie wouldn't have happened.
Nah. They'd already got me anyway.
They would have
Yeah.
caught me. They would have caught me a long time ago. Cause I would have just been laying there at some point, just been like, well, this is where I live now.
Right. I live here. And was
Like
it
this
Bali?
is where I
Was
live
it
now.
in Bali?
Huh?
Or what country were they in?
I can't remember.
Because Bali was too expensive, right?
Yeah, Bali was too expensive.
I think they were in the Philippines.
I think so too.
Yeah. So yeah.
Oh,
I thought
let me look it up while we discuss it. But I think it
I
was
think,
the
I think it
Philippines.
was the Philippines. But it was still beautiful. But like I get it. And it's just like when you look at the bigger picture, number one, the movie would have happened, and no spoilers, but it would have happened regardless of where they were.
Yes.
So there's that as well. But I thought it was good. I really liked it. Like I thought it was funny and
Yes, the Philippines.
okay. I thought it was funny and it was really cute, the way that things happen.
Yeah.
And like I said, that whole blood thing with her had me in tears.
Look, like I said, it was an enjoyable. Maybe because I went into it probably thinking a little bit something else. Because once I saw the rated R label slapped on, I thought the more violence was going to be there,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
and it wasn't as violent as I thought it was going to be. But yes, the story is somewhat predictable. I mean, we're not going to sit here and say this was some
Right.
super intelligent. I would have never thought. Yes, you know. So, but overall, it's still worth watching. Like I think it was only like an hour and 40. Like it's still, you can still get a nice little watch from it and be like, okay. It's a movie. Like it wasn't. It's not meant to be some Oscar worthy, you know, or some pop culture movie that's going to live on and forever in our history. No, it was a movie. We've
Yeah.
all watched a movie before.
Yeah, where you're like, okay, I like this. And it's cute and it's funny. And if it's on again and I'm sitting there, I'll watch it again. Like that
I'm
kind of
kind of
movie.
in that boat. Like, if the missus decide to watch it, I'll watch it with her.
Yeah,
You know.
it was cute. It was cute.
But yeah, like I said, because without going into spoilers, because there's some twists and turns and some other things that happen. But I'm just saying, personally, I I would have been better off being a wedding guest in the pool.
Yeah, me too. I'm not traipsing across the island doing nothing.
And
I
not
would have
only that, but I'm in the position, I'm keeping my mouth shut.
like
I ain't
this.
saying nothing. I ain't resisting. I'm just be in the pool. Well, I guess this is where I live now.
Right? Please don't shoot me, sir or ma'am.
Exactly. Please don't shoot me, sir, man. I'm just here for a wedding. I, I halfway didn't even want to come.
Right. I could barely afford this, please.
I barely even know them.
But yeah, overall it was a good movie. It was a good
But
watch.
yeah, Shotgun Wedding, J-Lo, Josh Duhamel, Amazon Prime. Like I said, if you got Prime, you got afternoon to kill, go throw it on.
Yep. Enjoy it.
Shout out to Lenny Kravitz.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Just vampire. Right?
Right. Looking great.
Just vampire. Shout out to Jennifer Coolidge because, I don't think there's not a role that I've ever seen her in where I was just like, oh, she's in here. You
Right.
know? So
If you
shout out to
haven't
Jennifer
watched it,
Coolidge.
watch White Lotus. Watch White
I
Lotus.
will try. I will try. I will try. Sheesh. But yeah, Shotgun Wedding. Like I said, Amazon Prime. Check it out. Scooter Lou, Around Your Mess. Shout out to Cosmic Boss, aka 47 King.
He's laying in a pile right now.
Mm-hmm. Might be growing some fungus. And if you don't know what we're talking about, check out our Last of Us reviews. We got 3 of them.
That's right.
Then you will understand the cordyceps thing. Unless you've been watching Last of Us, but cordyceps. Thank y'all for tuning in. And until next time, everybody. Peace.